Hello, it's Aaron here from Last Stand Gamers, and today we're looking at patch notes for 1.75 of DayZ. I'm going to start with looking at the weapons, we're going to talk about new features, and we're going to talk about what basically is happening with DayZ and how standalone's being delayed. So let's get started. First, we're going to have a look at the new weapons that are going to be introduced in this patch. We're going to be greeted with the G36 family. Basically, we've got the C, A and K variants available to us. The G36C is the most compact of all of them. It's got iron sights, it's going to be available in black, and this desert sort of tan camouflage, and it's really nice all around. The iron sights are better than the M4s by far. Moving on to the G36A and K, we're greeted with this really nice sight picture. We've got a red dot and a sort of form of zoom sight that is switchable with the slash key. Really great, and I can see this being really dominating in some urban situations, and also it's only available at helicopter crash sites like the rest of the G36 series. Moving on to the sniper rifle that's going to be available to us, the M40A3. Many of you guys are probably thinking it's already available to us, but it has been removed and put back in due to it having some issues with range and bullet drop, making it one of the best sniper rifles in the game, but they fixed a lot of the issues with it and it's become a lot better. The L85A2 with the basic holographic sight is replacing the CSW version, or the thermal sight. Basically, the CSW was overpowered and it was just a piss take. Everyone was driving mad by it. It could take you out 100 meters plus, and you wouldn't even need to be seen because you could see them through bushes and all sorts. Moving on to the SA58V, we've got, this is basically like an AKM. There's going to be two variants. There's going to be a light variant with a light stock that's going to have more recoil, and there's going to be a hard stock that has less recoil. It's like the AKM, it's going to have the same sort of punch as it's firing the same round. The only problem is it has a little bit of a flick up to the right that I can see being a little bit of a problem for some users. Moving on to the more advanced rifle of these, we've got a CCO and an ACOG variant. The CCO has a nice little red dot, and what's great about this is it doesn't take you too far off target because the kick only puts you up and to the right ever so slightly. So the ACOG and the CCO variants are really easy to adjust. And I can see the ACOG becoming a bit of a marksman sort of sniper rifle at some ranges because it is absolutely perfectly precise. I mean, there's targets at some of these ranges you'd think the AK or this AK platform, and with the hit of the slash you can just switch to the combat sight, so it's perfect for all around. And the M136, it's being removed, so if you've got one, it's about time to use it. Moving on to some of the vehicles, we'll start to see the Humvee appearing. It has 4 seats, it's got high road speed and high off-road speed. Obviously it's not got as much storage capacity of the UAZ, but it's just a good all round. The ATV is now able to be flipped back over in case you crash it or you find it in a weird predicament. Car windscreens can be smashed by zombies and you can be damaged if the window's scratched or smashed. Zombies can also pull you out of light-skinned vehicles, so motorbikes and ATVs, so you really need to be careful and stop driving into zombies because your car might actually become damaged rather than actually be repaired by a zombie for some strange coincidence. The Huey and other helicopters in the game only contain 100 rounds, but the storage cargo capacity has also been rewritten, so the size of the helicopter will actually make the difference on how much it can store or how much weight it can actually take of magazines or further equipment. Moving on, there's one more helicopter that's been added. This is the Little Bird, and I'm really glad this is back because basically 5 seats, it's really maneuverable. The pilot itself, obviously if he's a good pilot, he can really use that open windscreen and canopy to see around and spot for his squad. You can drop it, you can hide it in small spaces, it's absolutely perfect, and it'll be a helicopter that's fought for with many groups of players. The Huey and Black Hawk Rex are obviously there. The Black Hawk Rex has a minigun, but the DayZ developers probably won't yet use it. The Black Hawk will have more loot spots as well. Driving a car through a town will also spawn zombies now, rather than when you simply drove a car through a town, no zombies would spawn because it wouldn't be the right correct reference. Zombies themselves have also changed. The hearing has been fixed, so they'll actually work a little bit more tightly. Zombies within 100 meters of each other can actually communicate together, so they'll form plans of basically flanking you and trying other procedures that you would expect or not expect at all. So you need to be really careful when playing with these new zombies. Also, the size of the zombies has been increased or decreased, representing what sort of area. Farm areas will have less zombies, and capitals and big city buildings will have more zombies, just helping you out as a player and making it feel a bit more right, because there won't be 100 more zombies than there would be in other locations. Players can now be infected as well. There's 1 in 1,000 chance that a player can get a virus. They'll have to get antibiotics and the right sort of medicine to solve. A lot of you guys have been asking, how do I move around the screen like this? Well, I'm going to explain it now. Basically, it's a feature called aiming dead zone. If you go to your game options here, you see how I've got this aiming dead zone put up. If you have it too high, it's not good at all. If you have it too low, then it feels really stiff. By adjusting this, you can get the same sort of effect that I do. And it's really useful because you're not moving as much as your body, so you're not as much exposed. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you learned what's to come in the patch ahead. So I'll see you next time, guys, and like, comment and subscribe.